We asked some more of our first year students what they think they did well in the Cambridge application process and what they would do differently if they had the chance to do it again.
I think my programmes that I did outside of my academics was something I did really well. I had two really strong ones on there which gave me something good to talk about in my interview. I think something different, I think sometimes less can be more, and I think I had probably one too many things on my personal statement, and actually had I had one less I might have been able to go into a bit more depth and also just not to stress myself out so much.
I think in terms of what I did well, I had a lot of different kind of supercurriculars, which was really important for my degree, I think, because it's quite a broad degree. So I had things like podcasts, I did work experience in local government, and then I'd obviously read some like essays and a book and stuff like that. So that gave me a really broad sort of range of things to talk about, which I think really helped in my application. In terms of what I do better, I think I'd probably prepare for the interview a bit more. I did a few mock interviews, but they really weren't anything like the actual interview, which obviously you can't replicate, but I'd definitely try and do some more questions and stuff like that to really help me prepare for that sort of environment, because it is a shock when you get there, but it was fine.
I think, although I might have over-prepared, I feel like I was quite well prepared for the interview because I did a lot of like unseen score and unseen article practice, just looking at something I'd never seen before and basically trying to talk about it to my parents, who had no idea what I was talking about. What I would have done differently, I probably wouldn't have stressed the interview so much because it's quite easy to get worked up over it, but the interviewers are all really friendly and I actually felt it was quite relaxed.
What I think I did well was practice interviewing. It doesn't have to be a really serious sort of mock Cambridge interview, but just the experience of speaking to somebody else. The first time I did it, I completely froze up because I was so unpracticed at it. So I think just getting used to speaking through your ideas in kind of an interview setting is really helpful if you do get to interview. Something that I would not do next time I applied would be panicking when you're preparing for your interview and focusing on really specific things and learning specific details, because they're not interested in if you can remember stuff. They're interested in how you respond to questions. So I think try to not panic and focus on learning things, even though it's kind of a natural response.
I think what I did well was being brave and being confident. I wasn't ever really asked by my college to apply to Cambridge or Oxford or anything like that, but I just thought that I could do it. I really wanted to try. So it gave me the confidence to apply to all these essay competitions and write a personal statement that I thought was worthy and go out of my way to do extra readings that other universities might not have cared about or wanted. I was luckily blessed to have a mock interview that helped with it, because I think a lot of people are really intelligent, but when it comes to the real interview, they don't believe that they can articulate their points and really show themselves to be this amazing, intelligent person that they probably are. And possibly what I would have done better is have maybe a little bit less self-belief. Cambridge isn't the end of the world. I love it here, but if I'd gone to my second choice, it would have been fine. But in the moment, on that day when I got the response back, I was like, oh, this best be what I want it to be. So maybe, just be a bit more secure that like a university place in the UK is amazing.